Hey, how you guys doing?
What's up?
It's another week of headaches and American living.
Living that American dream.
I don't know. Another long week
Yeah.
of living in America, living in COVID America.
Oh, yeah. Lockdown started again,
Yeah.
technically.
Wow. Do people even care about that at this point? They didn't care about it the first time.
I feel like half do, half don't.
Yeah. Which is why we have to have a second lockdown in the first place. It's like most people don't care.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which is why we're in it again. Hey guys, mask up. Even though most of you aren't going to listen to us.
Right?
I don't know.
I actually see, if I go out, everyone's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
I don't see people I've seen a couple people will have it below their nose.
Yeah. Yeah. Masks are weird because there's wear them over your nose and mouth, but people don't understand that. It's below my nose. Well, it should be over your nose.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Look, I made a video earlier this week. I know you saw it, but I was trying to figure out why people are as insane as they are and demanding all this stuff and whatever. And I realized that it's because people were, as kids growing up, they were always said yes to.
Yeah.
They were never said no as kids, by parents, teachers, whoever. Everyone was said yes to them,
Well, that was the thing back then.
They
Don't
always
say no.
Don't say no. Everybody gets a participation medal. Yeah, honey, you can get the candy at the checkout line.
Yeah.
Everybody just got this sense of entitlement. So where they think anything they do is okay.
Right.
So now everybody's out rioting and looting if they don't have their president win the election, which is why businesses boarded up and prep for the election in case.
You said it, not me.
Look.
I agree, though. 1,000%.
People just grew up entitled, and now they think that whatever they do is okay, and if they don't get their way, they can just do whatever they want and get pissed off. And those are the people that yell at customer service employees. Trust me, I know from experience.
Well,
people would come in pissed off, why is this happening? Well, because honestly, you're an idiot.
That's it. And I think what it's done, though, is if we're never told no, and if we're never and we're just so used to always getting, whatever we want, we come up with this mentality of us versus them.
Right.
So if you believe what I believe, you're on my side, and if you're not, bad. You're bad.
Yeah.
And it's creating that big, huge divide.
Yeah. Well, if you really think about it, if a child whose brain is so malleable, if you are constantly letting them think that they can get whatever they want, and if they're never told no, then how do you honestly think they're going to act as adults?
When people go against them.
Right.
Right.
My parents said no to me all the time. And, some of you out there might be like, oh, that's so bad. It's no, it wasn't, because I'm a decent person now.
My parents said no to me all the time.
Yeah.
They still do.
Yeah. Now we are grown adults. They still say no.
They still say no.
But that's fine, because, I see other people that, are entitled, and it's gosh, you have never been said no to. And now you're living in a world where everyone's saying no to you, and you just don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Well, my mom said she would if I was at the grocery store or something and I'd see something, I'm oh, can I get that? She'd be sure. But then after a while, I started throwing a fit if I didn't get it.
Right.
And she was no. So she's I had to train you. And it was no, we're not going to get something every time we go somewhere.
Right.
And eventually I was just okay.
Okay.
I mean, I was also 3 or 4.
Right.
But.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Sometimes you got to treat your kids, but
Right.
Sometimes you got to say no.
Yeah. If something's not safe.
Yeah.
You got to say no.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you a candy bar for the 10th time this week because you're going to become a 300-pound 8-year-old. Sorry, Timmy.
Let's choose a healthier option there.
Yeah.
Not candy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, though. There's ways to go about it where you don't have to, like, just scold your kid, but, like...
Yeah.
No. They don't always need to get their way.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, this is not what today's topic is about.
Although I did want to say this, because I meant to say it last week, is that I have been, like, trying to find new music to listen to because, like, I hate the pop music that's going on today.
Yeah, it sucks.
Like, it's terrible. Like,
it's terrible.
I mean, I've never been a huge fan of Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande. I liked Katy Perry's earlier stuff, but now I don't listen to her at all. So it's like I've been trying to find, like, new stuff. And honestly, like, I went outside of America for this one. I found, I've been on, like, an Irish-Scottish binge lately, and, like...
Yeah, but it's so good.
It is.
The stuff you showed me.
Yeah, and I'll put some links in the description, but there's a band called the Sally Macs. They're, I don't know, kind of like a modern-ish rock band. They're really good, and there's a singer-songwriter named Janet Devlin. Like, she's in her 20s. I think she was on, like... not the X Factor, but, like, Something Got Talent, like, one of those award shows.
Oh, okay.
Like, one of those talent shows, and I don't know if she won, but she was on it. That's how she got discovered, and she's really freaking good, too. So I'll put some links in the description.
You sent me some clips, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know if I sent you either one of those, but, yeah, definitely check them out. And I'd say, like, if you guys are, like, experimenting with different artists to listen to, definitely go outside of America. Like, it doesn't have to be... music in a different language. Like, there's Scottish music that's in English, but it's really good. So definitely check it out.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description for you guys. Anyway, to the topic at hand.
Yes.
This week is Thanksgiving.
Woohoo!
Time to... This is the part of the year, Thanksgiving and Christmas, when we're actually united.
Yeah.
As a country. Well, as families. Even though we're not allowed to be together.
Yeah, right.
But are people actually going to listen? Let's be honest. America?
No.
No.
Well...
because this is the country that we said yes to when we were young. So now we are entitled, and we're like, oh, I want to be in groups of 12 or more.
Yeah. Well, I mean... I know I'm not listening, but, you know...
I mean,
what can you do?
I'm all for a sense of freedom and, like, oh, you guys can do whatever you want. Like, I hate, like, governments telling us what to do, but, like, at the same time, like, if we actually listened to the government in the first place about masking up and not going out, we wouldn't be in this predicament.
Well, the lockdown really wasn't to, well, it was to slow the spread a little bit. But what the lockdown was really for was so that the hospitals didn't get bombarded.
Right.
And so, which is slowing the spread down.
Right.
Indirectly. But, no, I agree. I mean, I think the only reason we're doing it is because we know where everyone that we're going to be with has been.
Yeah. Right.
And, like, the only two people that are going to be there that are exposed, they have their antibodies because they've already had it. So, they're not going to bring it home.
Yeah. So, anyway, we thought what we would do is just, like, go through holidays and talk about some experiences that we had with it growing up and stuff, just some memories that we have. I don't know Thanksgiving doesn't have a whole lot of memories. It's just more so like getting together with family, you know.
Yeah, I don't have too many memories of Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Do you usually do it at your house or go somewhere?
We usually go to my dad's side.
Okay.
To one of my uncle's houses. Mm-hmm. But this year, we're not.
Right.
What do you...
Yeah, same. Like, we went to my grandma's house on my mom's side, like, ever since, I mean, for years and years. But, of course, with this year, it's different. So, like, and my grandma especially, like, you know, she's more susceptible to getting it and having it worse. So, we're just kind of all doing our own thing this year.
Okay.
Which is fine. It's going to be different, but, you know, it'll be fine.
It's only for a year.
Yeah, hopefully. Knock wood. I swear, if we come back next year and it's the same thing, I'm going to be pissed.
Rough. That's going to be rough.
This is a long year already. Imagine it going on for another year.
I can't.
No.
It's probably... Well, no. No, I won't. We'll not go there.
Okay. You'll tell me after the podcast. All right. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Thanksgiving just... I feel like it's one of the more low-key holidays, but, you know, it's just with family. Just... It's about the food, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
Best. What are your favorite dishes?
Ooh, I love... my mom makes really good green bean casserole.
Ooh, that's a classic.
Yeah, it's so good. And then I love the cranberry.
Yeah. I know Thanksgiving is like a big turkey holiday, but I love the sides.
Oh, I do too.
Like the sides are the best.
Like
I love
stuffing?
like the stuffing. I love the sweet potato casserole, mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, and then like the desserts. Like, do you guys have pies?
Oh,
Because we have pies galore.
that's the best part. I think I fill up. I take like a little turkey.
Yeah, but you load up on everything else, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it's good because it's good for like post Thanksgiving sandwiches, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like my brother-in-law makes the best like Thanksgiving Day sandwich.
Or Ross's sandwich from Friends.
Ross, it's basically Ross's sandwich, and it's so good.
Is there an actual recipe for that?
Yeah.
Because it was never told in the show.
There is. I think someone made it in a cookbook.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I kind of want to try it.
I kind of do too.
Because
No.
I don't know.
I think, I know that Thanksgiving has my favorite foods, my favorite holiday foods
Yeah.
in it. Like, that's my favorite holiday for food, you know?
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's the best. Like, I'll take that over a Christmas ham or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not big into ham.
Yeah.
So.
I'm the same. Like, I like it, but, man, you get a good Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
See, we don't do ham on Christmas. We do brisket,
Okay.
which is so good.
Ooh.
So much better than ham, too. But yeah, no. Do you like apple pie or pumpkin pie better?
I prefer apple.
Okay.
I like pumpkin, but, like, I love, like, fruit pies. You know, like
Oh, I do too.
apple.
I do
mixed
too.
berry. Oh, yeah, it's good.
They're kind of a tie for me.
Are they?
Yeah, like I can't. There's not one I like better. They're just both good.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
I
it's
like-
pie, though, so it's like,
pie.
no matter what, it's going to be great.
The only fruit pie I don't like is blueberry
Really?
and peach.
Hmm.
Because I don't like peaches, but
Okay. Wow.
you know.
You would hate Georgia then.
Yeah, right.
You have an entire state that just immediately hates you right now.
How dare you?
Like, at each border of Georgia's like, no, don't let her in.
Yeah,
She can't come in.
She said she doesn't like peaches.
She's banned.
I'm sorry. But not really.
No. Yeah. I mean, kind of going right into Christmas. Like, this is going to be an interesting Christmas this year, I think.
I think so too.
Well, because I've talked to people that I know that are like, honestly, we're going to have a lighter Christmas in terms of, like, gifts and stuff just because of this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's going to change too, but...
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but I wonder what I think is gonna be interesting is to see when we are able to like just go back to normal.
Yeah.
How many of those changes are people gonna still
Yeah.
adapt?
Well, and it also goes into, like, the people that are quarantined, that are susceptible to COVID, like, how long is it going to be before they're comfortable
right.
getting together with people? Because, like, the government regulations might only go so far, but it might be even longer until people feel okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of fear around it, so it's going to
Yeah.
take a long time for that fear to subside.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because, like, Christmas is... I feel like that's the season, and, like, that holiday season, you know, whatever faith you belong to.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of like the time when it's like togetherness, right?
Yeah.
Like family coming together.
Well, it's like joy.
Yeah. Togetherness, hope, joy.
Yeah. Just that Christmas
All those
spirit.
positive emotions that we're trying to rekindle after this election.
Right. Right. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think is sad, is that we can't celebrate Christmas like how we normally would.
Right.
I mean, I think in general, I don't know, like people, like I've heard people say just FaceTime family. I'm like, that's not the same.
That's definitely not the same.
It's not the same. So I don't
There's
know.
something special about actually being with someone, you know?
Yeah.
Like being with your family or friends or whoever.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that makes it tough. Because, I mean, Christmas is a month away, so you know that people are going to have to do that.
Yeah. It's not going away.
Right. Anytime soon. But what are some of your holiday memory? Do you have any good ones? Like any gifts you got as a kid that you loved?
Oh my gosh. No, I just remember I was super scared of Santa Claus, so every time he would come over, I would get so scared.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And I do remember I was like older though, and my grandpa used to dress up as Santa Claus.
Okay.
And I was like 10, and I was so excited about the gifts like from the years past that like I never really noticed like grandpa wasn't there in the room.
Right.
While we were like, I just was too focused on, oh my god, what gifts am I gonna get?
Yeah.
But at 10 I got a gift. I think it was the Harry Potter broomstick.
Okay.
So maybe I was a little older, because it was around, I had to have been 11.
Yeah.
When the movie came out. And I remember I had to go look for my grandpa, and I couldn't find him, and then I was like, oh, you Santa.
I got you now.
I was like, I know. Figured it out. That, and then I remember being excited. I got a bunch of Spice Girls stuff.
Ooh, okay.
Did
you get basil and thyme and cinnamon?
You know.
All those girls?
All those. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I got a lanyard that said Girl Power. I was so excited about it.
Ooh, I am jealous.
You should be.
Yeah.
You should be. I
asked my parents for that every single year. They never got it for me.
It still haunts you, doesn't it?
It does. Occasionally I have nightmares about it.
I'll get you one this year.
You're the best. I mean, my parents said that too, but they never got me one.
They're very neglectful, it sounds like.
You know what? They said no. And I'm better off for it, you know?
Without the lanyard, that's a girl power. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you have any memories?
I don't know. Well, just, I don't know, the excitement of waking up on Christmas morning, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Going and bugging the crap out of your parents, like, wake up!
Oh, yeah.
After they spent all night wrapping gifts.
Right?
They're like, no, let me sleep.
It's time, get up!
No, it's not. Another hour.
Right? We used to have to wait. That's another memory. Me and my two sisters would have to wait at the top of the stairs.
Really?
Until my grandparents came over.
Really?
In the morning. Before we could open up Santa gifts. So we'd just sit there and we're like, where are they? Where are they?
No, me and my brother would always come down like early in the morning and, you know, scope the place out. You know, scope out the gifts.
You gotta see what's going on.
But like, I don't even know if this was a rule. I don't think it was, but we just like did not touch them. We could check them out, but like we did not touch them until our parents came down. I feel like I kind of did that to myself, where it's like if I knew if I picked it up and kind of shook it around, like I could guess as to what it was. So like,
it was a little bit of a game.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
'Cause that's hard.
Yeah.
I would have wanted to rip them open.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. I remember one of our bigger gifts that for me and my brother, like kind of a combo gift, was a little ATV. Yeah. What it was we didn't have a whole lot of gifts because, like, obviously that was the big one.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if your parents ever did this, but they were like, oh, that was a good Christmas. Oh, wait, there's one more gift behind the tree. And it was the helmet for the ATV. So we opened it up and we're like, oh, it's the helmet. Like, whoa, what's it for?
Why is there a helmet?
And like me and my brother were like, oh, no way. And we went onto the garage and it was there, and yeah, we were freaking out. It was great.
That's awesome.
I think I got it when I was like 10 or 11. My brother was 12 or something, and I remember the age restriction was 11. So I was still 10, but they were like, we don't care, let's just go ride it. But yeah, I had it end of elementary school. It still worked until like I left for college. Like
Really?
towards the end of that time, it was really just a piece of junk that barely ran, but it was great.
I could see that being like, this probably like the highlight of that Christmas.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so cool. We never got big gifts like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we might have, and I just don't remember.
Yeah.
But.
Right. And then I remember in high school, being able to finally get my first phone, be on my family plan.
You got it for Christmas? Or was it before?
I think I got it for Christmas. I'm trying to remember. I'm not 100%, but I mean, even if it wasn't on Christmas, like that was a big deal for me because your first phone.
For sure.
That's a big deal.
Absolutely. Especially back in, like, at that time.
Yeah. I mean, now kids are getting them in first grade.
I know.
But for us, at least for me, I had to wait till high school.
Yeah.
Because that's when I started to, like, get really into, like, after-school activities and stuff. So it's like I needed a way to contact my parents. Mm-hmm. That's what it was for.
Right. Right. Well, that was the only reason we would need it.
Right. Like, we would see all our friends during the school day.
Right. And most people had a landline back then, so you just called.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of cool to get my first phone, When did you get your first phone?
High school.
Okay.
I think it was freshman year.
I think it was the same for me.
Yeah, and it was my mom's old phone.
Yeah.
Her old flip phone.
Yeah. Flip phones.
Oh,
back in the day.
Those were awesome, though. If you were mad and you hung up, you get to, like, slam it.
Now you get to, like, angrily hang up a phone. It's like, push a button.
I know. It's not the same.
It's not the same. It's like slamming down a landline or...
Right?
Oh. There was some pleasure in that.
There was. There really was.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm trying to think of another Christmas memory.
You said you had, like, brisket for meals? Yeah.
My mom usually makes it.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I don't know. We just do, like... Christmas is basically, like, all family. We spend Christmas Eve with my mom's side. We spend Christmas morning with my mom's side. And then Christmas the night with my dad's side.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know that Christmas Eve was with my mom's side. And then Christmas morning was kind of like, just my parents and my brother. And what we used to do is... the day after Christmas, December 26th, to like up until New Year's, my dad's side would come in, and they all lived from like out of town, like California, Florida. So everyone would come in, and we would have like 25 people in our house, like for a week, and it was awesome because like it's all your cousins that you never got to see during the year, and that was awesome. But fun. I think that was like, I think that stopped when I was in high school. Because all of my cousins were older and they were starting to like have kids, so like it was harder for them to travel, So we just kind of stopped, but that was great.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
And I think those are the things that make the like holidays so much like.
Yeah.
What really give you that holiday spirit?
Because like I almost like don't even care about the gifts, but like if you get to see family that like you don't get to see all the time, it's awesome.
Yeah, like, we have cousins that live in Boston, and they never come in for Christmas, and it's like, we kind of wish they do, because we see them once during the summer.
Right.
If we go there.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's kind of, that's what makes it, is when you get to see people.
Yeah.
You don't normally get to.
Right. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Now, going into New Year's, do you have any, like, New Year's plans? Did you ever, growing up?
No. We didn't have too much of a tradition. It kind of just varied on the year.
Yeah.
What about you?
Not really. I mean, when I was younger, I never really went to any friend's house. I just kind of hung out at home or whatever. Yeah. Nothing really huge, right?
No. Even like older when I could go out, I never really went out for New Year's.
No.
Like how a lot of people do. I just never.
Like, I know it's a big deal, and, like, I get how it could be, but, like, I don't know. I've always been fine just hanging out at home.
Me too.
Getting some snacks, hanging out until midnight, and then just passing out.
I like 12:30.
Because I hate staying up that late.
Oh, I know.
Listen, I like the new year, but not as much as I like sleep. Listen, it's a big deal.
Especially this year, I'm going to be up and be like, thank God 2020 is over. We said that about 2019.
Right. It's like, ooh, 2020's new decade. It's going to be great. Started off terribly.
Joke's on us. We all thought 2019.
That'll show us to ask for stuff.
Right? Well, I remember everyone was like, 2019 was awful. And then 2020 was like, you thought.
Like, I'm almost tempted to say, like, oh, how can 2021 be any worse? But, like, that's what I said about 2020.
Yeah.
And it proved to be worse.
Well, I would have been like, oh, how could it get worse? Oh, a pandemic. Like,
Pandemic.
Like, no.
Yeah.
It'll be...
Like, this year it's going to be like, listen, I don't know who I'm talking to, but can you just give us a better year?
Yeah,
please.
Right. Please. Whoever's up there.
Whoever's listening.
Just make the virus go away.
Please.
Thanks.
Not asking for much.
No, right?
I just want a decent year.
That's all.
I just want to be able to see my friends, listen.
Right.
And family.
That's all. It's not that... Doesn't sound like a lot. Just let it happen.
Right. I love how there are always the posts of like, oh, new year, new me. Like, this year it's going to be like, new year, listen.
Yeah, listen.
Please. Just give us a normal year.
Just stop.
At least next year we don't have to deal with the insanity of an election.
That, yes.
All the ads and signs and commercials.
I know.
And nervousness of boarding up shops in anticipation for one side losing the election.
We won't say what side.
We won't say what side. Hey, you know what? We didn't call anyone out. We're just saying.
No, we were stating facts.
All right.
People were boarding up.
In anticipation for one side losing.
If one side lost, that there would be riots.
We're not saying who. And if you're assuming, well, then you know it's you. In that case, fix yourself. Look, if you understand that your party is the one that riots,
and people are worried about you burning buildings,
that's not a good image to have.
That's not something to be proud of.
No. Anyway, off topic.
Yeah, right.
2021, please be better.
That's all.
I want a genie. Literally, one of my wishes would be like, please make next year better than this year.
Right?
He'd be like, bro, listen, that's a good wish. You still get 3 wishes.
Yeah, right.
You're fine. We'll call that one even.
It's not really a wish.
That's just, that's fine. That's on me.
Yeah, where's Robin Williams when you need him?
Right. The world kind of went downhill after Robin Williams died.
This is true.
Just being honest.
This is true. It'd be interesting to see what he would say about all this.
Oh, gosh. He would make an amazing stand-up bit.
Him and... Oh, I need to see if he's still alive. 1 second.
We need to check the pulse on a certain person.
Yes.
Well, Chris Farley, too. Oh, he would go off on it.
And George Carlin.
Yeah.
All three of those would be so...
I mean, that's understandable. You had to check a pulse on him.
I was like, is he still alive? Is he not?
Is he?
He died in 2008.
Oh. Wow, he was before Robin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I know he was very against PC culture, so...
Oh, he would absolutely go off on it.
Oh, it would be so interesting.
You know who we still have, though? Bill Burr.
This is true.
Knock wood. Hey, boy, don't you go anywhere. We need you for our comic relief.
Bill.
I
saw something in his podcast, and he was talking about the election. He's like, so basically, instead of America voting in a racist, they voted in a guy with dementia.
Yeah.
I was like, go off, Bill. Go off.
Just go off. I know eventually we'll be like, I don't want to talk about politics. It's like, no, please do.
Do it.
Do it, absolutely. Just do like a 10-hour podcast of you ranting about politics.
Yeah. Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
I would listen to that.
I would too.
On repeat.
Oh, for sure.
Anyway, getting off topic. Holidays.
Holidays.
We
missed.
I don't even. What's next?
My favorite one.
What?
Halloween.
Okay, well, I was kind of going in order from Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But we can backtrack since you brought it up. Halloween.
We can go now.
Because, no, I mean...
Well, what is in between there? Easter.
Well, I was going to say, like, I don't know. Well, this one is Hallmark Holiday Valentine's Day, but I mean...
Oh.
If you...
Wow.
If you have a significant other, which neither of us do...
Yeah, right?
We could go out... I don't know. Even when I was in a relationship, like... Nothing much ever happened. We just kind of hung out, went out to dinner.
I was going to say, I don't really consider Valentine's Day a holiday.
Yeah. Because it's like only some people can celebrate it.
Right.
And I feel like the people that are married and have been together for a long time don't really celebrate it either.
Well, I think it makes more sense to celebrate your anniversary.
Yeah.
Than...
Right.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's just me being bitter.
Probably. Listen, I'm bitter too, all right?
We can be bitter. We're both bitter. It's fine.
I just hate life, and that's okay.
It's okay. We're allowed to.
Andrew, do I need to schedule an appointment?
You
I'm
might.
bitter. Okay.
I might need to schedule my own.
Oh,
else.
all right. We'll talk about it. That's what this podcast is for.
You're right. Just get all that bitterness.
I don't know what would be next, like St. Patrick's Day, which isn't even an American holiday.
But it's fun.
Listen, it's just an excuse for people to drink and
it is.
Eat Irish food.
But I think that isn't the point of it that St. Patrick let all the snakes out of Ireland?
Yeah. But, of course, Americans have to make it a drinking game.
Well, I mean...
Because that's all America is.
Or was it the Irish who did that first?
Wow. And Americans were like, all right, we'll get on board.
Drinking? All right.
Yeah, okay, I see you.
I got you.
Because it's you know what? I was going to say we don't really celebrate any German holidays, but Oktoberfest, I mean...
Yeah.
I mean...
And technically isn't Christmas...
Is it?
More of a German tradition thing? Or the Christmas tree is?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I'll be honest, I love Irish food.
It's so good.
Yeah. Like roast beef, cabbage.
The Irish stew over there is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
It's amazing.
As if we needed another reason to love the Irish and
right?
Scottish. Like, I already love their music.
Okay.
I love their food.
That is one place I want to go, is Scotland.
Yeah.
I've been to Ireland, I've been to England, but I want to go to Scotland.
Yeah.
So bad.
See the birthplace of all redheads.
Yeah, right. I always call my cousin Scottish, but he's not. I don't know. I want to go, but yeah. I know, and the Irish are just so nice. Like, when you go there, they're just so nice.
No, they're normal. It's just Americans who are insane. So we think everyone else is just really nice.
depends on where you go in America.
True. Yeah.
Midwesterners are a little nicer.
Yeah. I was gonna say like down south they're kind of chill, but like they can be kind of racist. Stereotypically, I think.
Yeah, I think.
You know, like Mississippi, Alabama. Listen, I'm sure most of them are nice.
Georgia.
I'm sure most of them are just fine, but like,
They're just strongly opinionated.
strongly opinionated. So when you get your racist people, they're like extra racist.
Exactly.
They're like not holding back about it.
Right.
Or if you get like your Midwestern grandma, it's like, oh, well, how about some cookies?
Yeah, exactly. Oops, sorry.
Anyway, moral of the story, I want to go to like the UK, Ireland, Scotland.
We should plan a trip.
You know, I do have a friend that I went to college with that is British, so.
And I have some friends over there from when I was there
Yeah.
last summer, so.
You know what? Let's do it. I have a friend from the Netherlands. Let's go over there.
I have a friend in Belgium. We can just make a whole
We'll do
trip.
a European trip. Let's do it.
It's perfect.
I've always wanted to go to Europe.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Go to Germany because that's where my ancestors are from, my mom's side, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Ooh, German food. Speaking of foods.
They're good.
Is amazing.
It's good.
You know what?
I like Germany. It's fun.
Yeah. Their past is a little sketchy, but you know what?
Listen, don't we all have sketchy pasts?
Right?
America doesn't have the greatest past either.
Right. No, but I'd love to, because, my mom's side, my grandma has made, like, amazing German dishes, so I'd love to, like, learn how to do it, and
Yeah.
I'll introduce you to some. Or better yet, we'll just go to Germany.
There. Or
know.
bowl.
Yeah.
I'm always down.
Yeah.
To
Do
try.
our little European tour. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
I still need to have you try Armenian food too.
Yeah.
Because we talked about that once.
Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll do a day of Armenia, do a day of Germany.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Love it.
let's do it. And then afterwards, after our European tour, we have to go down to Australia
Duh.
and New Zealand.
Duh.
Let's do a world tour.
We're just going to hop all over.
Dude, let's just join a band on a world tour.
We can become roadies.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
Sounds good to me. And you get paid for it?
Yeah. Do you?
Well, if you're a roadie, so you're working on their crew.
Oh, okay. Dude, I'm experienced in crew stuff, so let's do it.
It's perfect.
Let's do it.
That'd be-
Anyway, what's next? Well, we had mentioned Easter, but like obviously, only some people celebrate it.
I think that would be the next one.
Yeah.
I know there's probably a Jewish holiday somewhere in there.
Right.
I don't know too much about that though.
Yeah. Speaking of Jewish holidays, going back to like Hanukkah, I do love like some of the Jewish foods.
Oh yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
I love matzo ball soup.
Yeah. Like potato pancakes.
Latkes.
Ooh, latkes. Yeah, those are amazing.
Latkes are good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There's one other thing that I really like that's... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
They have good food though.
Yeah. Easter has always been good. I mean, I don't know. Like, as kids, like, I don't know if you ever did, like, the Easter egg hunts.
Yeah. Well, my parents would hide our Easter baskets
Oh, yeah.
around the house.
Same with us.
And so we would have to find it.
Yeah.
That's all I really remember. It's just
Right.
finding, and you get a lot of chocolate. So it wasn't that exciting because it was like, I mean, it was.
Yeah.
But like not compared to Christmas where you're getting all these cool gifts.
Right. I would say in the last probably 4 or 5 years, maybe, there's a restaurant in Milford called Baker's, and they do like an Easter buffet basically.
Oh, really?
And they have like, it's like this giant like, I don't know what it is, like banquet hall, and they just like have different tables, and you like reserve a table for a certain time, and then like you just go ham with this huge buffet, and it's
fun.
really cool, and a lot of good food. So like last 4 or 5 years, that's kind of been our tradition, like my family.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We kind of actually do that too. We pick
Do you?
like we go to like a buffet, like an Easter buffet at a restaurant and just with my mom's side.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, it's so much easier. You can just eat. No one has to cook.
Right. Yeah.
And just see each other and go.
Yeah. There you go.
And then what's the next one?
I guess
4th of July.
Independence Day.
Yeah.
Good old America. If you're listening to us from literally any other country, just skip over this one. No,
it's gonna be hot dogs, fireworks,
yeah,
barbecue.
I'll be honest.
America.
My favorite, meal is a good, barbecue, corn on the cob, fresh fruit.
Oh, yeah.
That is it's like a summer.
It is.
Dinner, right? Like barbecue.
It's like a staple.
Yeah, and there's a special place in my heart for barbecue. I love it so much.
A good barbecue chicken is amazing.
Yeah.
Or even
get some ribs, burgers.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love a good pulled pork sandwich with barbecue sauce on it.
Yeah.
My faves.
Right.
A little coleslaw.
Yeah. I'm in the process of becoming a grill master.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got burgers down pretty well.
Nice.
Moving on to other stuff. I know burgers are they're a little more simpler, but listen.
It's a good start.
Yeah. Working on gonna move on to chicken. Yeah. Pulled pork, ribs. That'd be cool to learn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then fireworks for 4th of July.
Which I used to hate.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Hurt my ears.
Did it?
I had sensitive ears as a child.
I liked it growing up, but now I feel bad for all the animals that freak out over it. Or you think about veterans who get PTSD from fireworks.
Oh, right.
So now it's just I feel bad for people who have to listen to fireworks.
I know. They're still not my favorite. I think it's just from as a child.
Okay.
It would hurt my ears.
You just have a bad memory of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also hated doctors, but that's another story.
I don't think those are related. But
no.
That's
kind of. In a way.
Oh, uh-oh.
In a way.
We'll talk about that later.
No, I just had to go to so many.
Oh.
That I had that association with
Right.
Just, doctors were bad.
Well, I mean, you go to a doctor if there's something wrong with you, right? So it's
right.
It's not a place you want to go to.
Oh my God, my mom said if a person walked in, when the doctor walked in, they would take off their white coat because I would scream.
Really?
The minute I saw their white coat.
Andrea, calm down.
I was not having it. But yeah, no, fireworks are, they don't bother me as much, but they're not my favorite.
Yeah. Did you ever go to any 4th of July parades?
Yeah.
Did you?
Where was it? The one in Walled Lake.
Okay.
That they do, and I think that was the only one. Oh, our neighborhood used to have it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, Milford has them every year. Obviously not this year. Coming back to COVID. But, no, I mean, there is a Milford one every year, and, I mean, it's fun. You got your vets that come through, and then your middle school and high school bands.
Yeah.
And, of course, there's always, those advertisements.
Right.
That come through, oh, Anderson Realty. Why are you coming through an Independence Day parade?
What?
What are you doing?
People are going to look at that and be like, oh, I need a house. Them. I'll go to them.
Right, wow.
Weird as... They do have weird advertisements.
Yeah, I can just imagine, listen, Janet, okay, I'm not sure where to go for realty these days. Why don't we go to the Independence Day parade, see if we can find anything there, all right? We might get lucky this year.
Instead of just Googling online.
The easy option, we'll go to the Independence Day parade. Oh, they weren't here this year. Maybe we'll try next year.
Yeah. Not like I can just Google them.
No. No. We pass by a place every single day on our way to work, but let's wait. Let's wait till the 4th of July.
Right.
Why did they come to... It's obviously, like, to promote their business, but, like...
It's a... Yeah, it gotta
Why?
be like a marketing strategy, but it makes no sense.
Just make the parade be 30 seconds shorter and just don't go.
Well, they probably think like, oh, people are gonna be there, so a lot of people will be there. They're gonna see it, and
No,
they'll get
they're
our
not.
name out there.
Like, people are just going to get annoyed by you, if anything.
Right? Right? They're like,
Or confused at the very least. Like, why are they here? Why?
but they're still in your mind though.
You got me there.
So it worked.
There you go.
What would be the next one?
I mean, they're like the smaller ones. Smaller ones like Labor Day, Memorial Day, which I always hated in the customer service industry because,
The worst.
especially when I worked at the deli I used to work at, because that was like our busiest days, and I always freaking hated them. Like, God bless all the people who serve.
That would be like a busy day?
Yeah. Like Memorial Day, well, that was a day where it's like, oh, it's kind of the kickoff to summer. So, like, everybody's coming in.
To stock up and...
Yeah, for parties and stuff. And obviously, the days leading up to Independence Day were just don't even think... Because, like, people are placing massive pizza orders or chicken orders and coming to get beer and liquor and drinks. And it was just a madhouse. So, like, I get, like, my own customer service version of PTSD.
I was going to say.
Around Independence Day, it's like, I'm so happy I don't have to deal with that anymore.
Oh, my God. Because people probably weren't nice.
Oh, absolutely not. Because, like, there would be something where it's like, oh, we're out of stock of this, or, oh, you have to wait, a half hour for chicken. And people were just not having it. I mean, take, like, a normal day in the customer service industry is not great. Add, like, times that by 10, it's insane.
It was probably, like, how it was for us on Black Friday.
Yeah, that's probably similar.
It was the worst.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the retail version of Independence Day and all that. Just,
oh my God, it's like people would just like...
I think no matter what line of customer service industry you're in, there's always those days that are terrible. Like, I know for Planet Fitness, it was always January when people are coming in for like
New Year,
New Me. Yeah, so we would get like 20 new signups a day at least.
That's all, yeah. Yeah, there's always some...
There's always something.
Always like one day, depending on what area of customer service you work in. Or retail. Yeah.
And of course, those are the days that your bosses would never let you get off because they need you that day.
Yeah, but it's the worst.
It's the worst.
It is the worst. And those are the days you want off.
Right.
And they're like, no.
Anyway.
Yeah, you do have those. And then you go to Halloween.
I think that's the last real big one, at least in America.
Mm-hmm. Which is my favorite.
Which, by the way, like, if you guys are listening from another country, which I don't know how many people are, we're not successful like the Bill Burr podcast yet.
Not yet.
But, yeah, if anybody is listening from, like, a different country, like, let us know, like, what your big holidays are.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to know.
Because I know in England they have, it starts with a B. They have bank holidays. Okay. Or Boxing Day.
Boxing Day? There you go.
They call it Boxing Day. I don't really know what it is.
Right.
I think it's kind of like our Black Friday.
Okay.
Maybe?
We'll look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think,
let us know, because that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
For sure.
Yeah. But yeah, Halloween. That's kind of like the big one. Well, that's, I'd say, especially growing up, like, that's the one that you have the most memories about, and they get really excited for, right?
Halloween is my favorite.
Yeah. Okay. I'll start with you, because you obviously can't control yourself.
It's my favorite holiday.
Okay, growing up, what was that like for you?
Oh my god, I was always a witch.
Of course.
That was always my costume. Actually, no. One year I was Queen Amidala from Star
Okay.
Wars.
Of course.
And then I was Barney when I was like 4,
You gotta be right.
obviously. And we would just like I would get so excited because you just go, you'd have that Halloween, like you wear your costume to school all day.
Yeah.
They would have like a little parade and you have like a little Halloween party.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come home and I go trick or treating.
Right.
And we'd like throw all our candy out on the table at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
Sort
It's
through
good
it.
stuff.
We got to have one piece and then.
Did you ever though? You always snuck a few, right?
Oh, of course.
I mean, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah. Did your family ever do stuff together? Like the day before or any Halloween?
No.
Not
Well,
really.
my grandpa would, my grandma and grandpa and my aunt would come over.
What the-
Yeah, we would like the day of though, but nothing
Yeah.
like before.
Were you allowed to dress up at school?
Yeah.
Were you?
Mhm.
I'm sure you're not allowed to anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably has to be like approved. Probably get a list sent home. Okay, these are the approved costumes to wear.
These are what you can wear and what you can't.
Well, like I even remember like as a kid, like you could bring in like fake weapons and stuff. Like not
Yeah.
not guns necessarily, but like
Like a Reaper,
yeah.
whatever that's called.
Or if your character like had a knife, like you could bring in a little plastic knife, whatever.
Or if you were the devil, you could bring in a little trident or
Yeah.
whatever.
But now it's
Yeah, now you can't do that. Which, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that.
If we have any like 10-year-old listeners, like how do you feel about that?
Well, and I know like now it's like inappropriate to dress as like a Native American.
Right.
Or like, what's another thing that was like people were getting really upset about? Oh, it'll come to me later. But I remember there was one where they were like, you can't dress up as this. And it was like, it's a character. Oh, you can't dress up as Moana.
Oh yeah.
Because that's cultural appropriation. I was like, but it's a character and a little kid doesn't
Right.
know.
Right. I was listening to the Bill Burke podcast about like a Halloween costume, and someone had written in asking if their white son could dress up as Black Panther because he was white. And I think Bill's like take on it was like amazing. It's like, okay, like as long as you don't do blackface, like go ahead.
Yeah, wear the suit.
It's just a suit, right?
Just wear the suit.
Yeah. And if like any of your, well, I think it was like her, of course it's her white friends that are like, well, I don't know, man.
Of course.
Like, look, if you're putting on blackface, like that's one thing, right?
That's one thing.
But if you're just wearing if it's a little kid wearing a costume,
It doesn't matter.
like they want to wear it because they like Black Panther. Okay.
End of story. Like,
Look, if we're going on true equality, I've seen many non-white people dress up as white characters.
it doesn't
And I get that's like, oh, well, you know, you can dress up as a white character because no one gives a crap. But, you know.
But why should we have to tell a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, a 9, a 10-year-old that they can't dress up as their favorite character?
Right.
Because it's not appropriate.
Look, if you want to dress up as Aladdin, that's fine.
Right. If you want to dress up as the Black Panther.
I can guarantee no one would say anything about a little girl dressing up as the Brave character, Merida.
No.
No one would say anything, oh, because she's white. But if she were black, that'd be like a different story.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
I just feel like when it comes to Halloween, as long as you're not going like above where like you go blackface.
Right, yeah.
Just,
Listen, there are kids out there dressing up as the devil, but you're not okay with dressing up as Moana, okay? Literally. I want to dress up as a pirate. Okay, if you really think about it, pirates are like murderers.
Yeah, they're not the best.
And killer, like...
Yeah, they're not the best.
They're not the best.
No.
I want to dress up as the devil. Oh, it's cute.
Which...
I want to dress up as Hitler. No.
Oh my god.
It's an extreme example, but come on. I can dress up as the devil, but not Hitler.
They're kind of similar, so we should be able to.
I mean, come on, guys.
Just saying.
If you have an explanation for that, give it to me.
I think a lot of what's acceptable and what's not doesn't make sense.
Right. I don't know.
Especially around Halloween costumes. Like, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
And it's just the spirit of the holiday. Like,
right.
dress up as, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like when I was little, you either dressed up as, like, a superhero, a witch, a ghost.
The classic characters.
A vampire.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
You didn't have all these, like,
yeah.
wide variety of, like, things.
Yeah. I don't know. I loved it, though, because for me, when I was a kid, in my neighborhood, like, we would get all the kids together, because, like, at the time, there were a lot of kids in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, all the families in the neighborhood would get together at a cul-de-sac, and, like, we would have just, like, a potluck dinner.
Oh, that's
which
fun.
is really cool, like, at, like, 5 p.m. or whatever. And then, you know, everyone would bring something, and by the time 7 o'clock hit, like, that's when dinner was done, and kind of the kids were able to go off and start trick-or-treating.
That's fun.
So, like, from 7 to 9 or 10, like, that's when trick-or-treating would happen, and then, yeah, it was great. And I remember when I was younger, one of the parents in the neighborhood had, like, a tractor with a big, like a tractor trailer.
Oh, okay.
At the back, like, filled with, like, barrels of hay. And, like, he would take around the kids to trick-or-treat, which was super cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Eventually, I just went out with friends.
Yeah.
And then one of my friends who lived in the neighborhood, like, him and I would go off together and do trick-or-treating on our own. And then he would come over to my house, or I would go over to his house, and we would just, like, do a sleepover for the night.
Oh, that's fun.
And just, like, gorge ourselves in candy.
Right.
Like, of course, like, I don't know if you did this with friends, but, like, we traded.
Oh, uh-huh.
Like, I'll give you, like, a Butterfinger for a Reese's or
oh,
whatever.
yeah. For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, I'd be going out, like, Butterfingers.
Right.
I like Kit Kats. I'll
Yeah.
trade you.
There you go.
So, oh, yeah. And that was the fun of it, too. It was, like, even the next day at school,
Yeah.
you'd bring in candy and trade it.
Yeah. Like, that's... I didn't even... I love the candy part, obviously. Like, every kid does. But for me, it's, like, doing stuff with friends. Like, trading candy with friends, going out with friends.
Yeah. I liked the tradition of going door to door.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very, like, kid-friendly holiday.
It is.
You know? I mean, obviously, like, adults kind of do their own thing, like, watch a scary movie and drink.
Yes.
Or whatever, you know?
Yes.
But, yeah. I loved Halloween as a kid. Like, if that's the thing, like, I wish I could go back and do as a kid, it would be Halloween.
Oh.
Be able to dress up with friends and go trick-or-treating.
There was something, like, it felt like, I don't know, there was a vibe around it, especially, like, in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
the
just
whole
fun.
month of October, you just felt like it was, like,
Yeah.
spooky and,
Yeah.
like, it felt very fall, where now I don't feel like it feels fall the whole
Right.
October.
Yeah. I remember, you and I might have to do this next year, but Greenfield Village,
Mm.
they had a Halloween tour kind of thing. Where like,
Really?
and it was like friendly for kids too. So like there would be different stations around Greenfield Village, and you would go around and get a piece of candy or whatever.
Oh.
And have you been to Greenfield Village?
A long time ago.
Okay. Well, they have like different like old time houses from people in
Okay.
history,
Mm-hmm.
and each one of them would kind of be decorated like a haunted theme. And
That's cool.
yeah, and there was like this little like area of woods, and you would go through that, and it would be like, people popping out and scaring you and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, super fun.
Oh my god. There was a house at my because when my cousins were born, we started going trick or treating in my aunt's neighborhood.
Yeah.
And there was one house where, in order to get the candy, unless you were super little, you had to go through. They made their house a haunted house.
Right.
And they had like, it was so cool. Because
Yeah.
people would jump out at you. Like, it was like a mini haunted house.
Yeah.
It's cool. I love how people get really in the spirit of that.
Yeah.
Because Zubu does something similar.
Do they?
With a zoo, yeah.
Okay.
It's called Zubu.
Okay.
It's for kids, though.
Yeah.
And you just go and trick or treat and...
Yeah.
It's cool. But we'll definitely have to do with Greenfield Village, because that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Sounds really cool.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's our take on holidays.
You know?
Yeah. Which, by the way, I think there should be Halloween for adults.
Yeah.
There should be.
I feel like there used to be more adult Halloween parties where people would, like, more costume parties.
Yeah.
People don't do those as much anymore.
That was a big 90s thing, I think.
Yeah, but it was
like early 2000s. Yeah, I want to do that. Because, like, adults should be able to celebrate Halloween too, man.
Right?
They should have their own fun.
Instead of just watching scary movies, which I love.
Right, but it's like there's got to be more than that, right?
Right. You can have a costume party, because that's half the fun, is dressing up and...
Right.
Although, what is your take on couple costumes?
Ugh. I mean, I'm fine with it, but, like, I don't know.
I think some of them are funny, but...
Yeah.
Some of them are so stupid,
Oh,
too.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like, I just say, like, just, I don't know. Unless you have a really, really good idea, just do your own thing.
Yeah.
You know?
I always like... Because one of my favorite movies was Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
So when I was little, I was just like, oh, that's what adults do on Halloween. They go to this big party and they dress up.
Yeah.
Nope.
And, like, I remember Halloween Town 2.
Yes.
Like, all the adults went to that big, like, gymnasium for a Halloween party.
Or the it was in the school, right?
It was in the school, yeah.
Was it...
It was just like a costume party
I
or
think
something.
it was like a Halloween party for, like, the school was just throwing a Halloween party.
Yeah.
Which, like, our school never did that.
No. Of course not.
We're lame.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, holidays are fun.
I like them.
Yeah. Good time for togetherness with family and food and good times. And
I like holiday. Like, for me, a big thing is I'm very much on holiday traditions, and I don't like if they change.
Oh, yeah.
I get very mad. So this year is going to be interesting. But
Just create some new traditions. There we go.
yeah.
No?
No.
No, okay.
We'll just get back to it next year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, if you guys have any holiday traditions, like, let us know in the comments. It's fun to know.
Yeah, it's fun to see what other traditions people do.
Yeah. 100%. Or what you weren't able to do this year.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming is a lot.
Right.
But anyway.
Unfortunately.
We'll get through it.
Yeah.
As I tell myself while I'm crying on my pillow every night. We'll get through it. We have to.
Dave, I think you need to talk to
Listen.
someone about that.
I already have bills every month, all right? Life is already terrible. You don't need to add a virus on top of that.
Right?
and a presidential election, and it just gets too much, man.
I think it's like Bill Burr said. It's like 89% of you gotta go.
Listen, most of you need to die. Listen, YouTube, that's not a threat. I'm just saying.
No. And if you don't know what we're talking about, look up Bill Burr.
Yeah, that's an overpopulation topic for another time.
Yeah. For sure.
For sure. Anyway, hope you guys have a good rest of the week. Hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
No matter how you celebrate it. You know, if it's on your own or if it's with family illegally. Hope you guys have a good time. Eat a lot of turkey. And more importantly, eat a lot of sides and desserts and pies.
Go for the good stuff.
Yeah.
And go for the good stuff.
And have that epic post-Thanksgiving sandwich.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And now you know why Ross was so upset when someone ate it.
As a kid, I'm like, what are you talking about? As an adult, I understand. That's one of the few joys in life.
Right? You look forward to something every year and someone eats it? It's like...
Why would I go back to PB&J when I can get a Thanksgiving sandwich?
Exactly.
Right.
Why would you? Everything else is just a letdown.
You know what's funny is around this time, I don't see a whole lot of turkeys out there.
You know?
Like every once in a while, my front yard will get a couple of them.
And really?
And I go over to Kensington Metro Park. You usually see like a bunch, but like, yeah, not a whole lot out there. I think they understand that this is the time of year to go into hiding.
They know.
They just know.
They're like... Okay.
In December, they'll come back out. Like, all right,
guys,
another year.
We gotta go. You know what? You're right, though, because right by, you know, on Commerce where there's the fire department, there's always wild turkeys out there.
I think we got them. Someone got them. Listen, Kroger went out. They have their Kroger marksmen. Go into the woods and just get them. It's hunting season, baby.
That's why they're so cheap. They cut out the middleman.
There you go.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Anyway, yep, have a good week. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And we'll get you next week. Or we might sound a little more tired because we're still probably digesting Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
But so if we sound sleepy next week, you know why.
You know, maybe next week we should actually make the...
There you go.
This raw sandwich.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll fill you guys in on that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Have a good day. Have a good week. And we'll see you next week.
See ya.